Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Dragon Ball Terraria. And, dear God, it's been so long. I was saying dear God to the slime. And also, I haven't played this game, not this, not Terraria. I haven't played Dragon Ball Terraria in so long. So long. What was I trying to make? An anvil. Let me make an anvil. Let me put down the anvil. I should have added a boxinator while I was adding stuff. That would have been a good idea. Anyway, yeah, it's been a long time since I've played Dragon Ball Terraria. There's been a lot of updates since last time. There's been a lot of updates since last time. I mean, seriously, last time I played, I want to say there was no Super Saiyan God in the game. I feel like he came out like right after I recorded the last one. And that's saying something, especially because I recorded it and then took like 3 weeks and then uploaded it. I swear, I recorded the first episode of this uh, like not long after the mod came out. Like it came out and then within like 4 or 5 days I had already recorded the first episode. And then it was like a month and then I uploaded the first episode. Like I need a more consistent upload schedule and that's what this is. I'm saying in the past before this video goes up, this upload schedule is going to be very consistent. I can say that right now with 80% certainty. I will make everything better as long as everyone's on board with making it better, which means no more Lorenzo's not doing stuff. I'm blaming it all on Lorenzo even though it's partially my fault. Whenever I do a solo video, it's my fault. Whenever the channel doesn't have videos, and I had just done like 3 weeks of solo videos, it's Lorenzo's fault. Because we need those streams to get up on here, because that's his thing. And we haven't streamed since last month. God, can you believe it's 2019 already? Like, I can't. It's been so long since everything happened. And I know it doesn't seem like that, I guess. It probably does seem like it's been forever. This is YouTube. The day after we stopped uploading, YouTube was like, well, time to find a new person to try to steal money from and swindle out of their time to post content on this site. I can just imagine them at YouTube headquarters saying that. It's like, well, those people, they haven't guide. Are you just gonna stand there? Guide. Hello? Thank you. Well, now I'm already going over here. Okay. But like I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted by that guide, the YouTube was probably just kind of sitting there. The YouTube, not YouTube like any of its employees or anything. It was just like the YouTube algorithm that already doesn't like us and never puts any of our stuff on it because we don't deserve to be on there, but I can still fight it because I want to. Um, was like, well, they haven't posted in 7 hours from their normal time. They must be dead. And then it said that's not in the middle. It basically just told itself, well, now they don't have anything new ever again. That means we don't need to, do anything with their videos and they can just go and die. Even though, like, all that means is we are taking, I want to say we were taking a break. I really do. But we weren't. We were lazy. It was Christmas. We had finals. We're all still in high school. Probably. I'm trying to think of who's ever posted on this. He hasn't posted. He doesn't count. Um, if you know exactly who I'm talking about, then shh. Just. He was here at one point. Now he's not. I want it to be like I know there's a few people that are outside of people that I know that have subscribed to this channel. So like, if you're someone that I know personally in real life, like you probably know exactly the person I'm talking about, but for all the rest of you, it's just a fun little guessing game. Who the heck am I talking about? Who's who's not here even though they really could be because they're not allowed to come back because they support messages that we no longer believe in. There's actually when I word it like that, there's a lot more people it can be. Hmm. That's always good. When there's like it's like me thinking in my head, well, it can only be like this person or this person. Then I word it one way, and then I'm like, well, when I word it like that, then it could also be, you know, a million other people. Nothing much. This is 4 houses. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my god, I haven't played this game. Well, I'm just gonna keep saying this game even though that's not true. It's just, I haven't played this mod pack since last time there was a video on this. Like a few days, a week or so before the last episode came out. So like if I do something dumb or I say something over again, it's not my fault. It's my fault. I swear. Uh, it's it's not even like this game is boring because the only reason I'm back is because like I was like, well, I haven't done this in a super long time. I should really go and finish the things that I started. It's not like I got bored with this originally. It was just like I didn't want to do it. I had other things I could have done and then I didn't. I need to get more responsible at things like this. It's not even I just used up all my torches in that little area. Do I have enough to make more? Yeah. I'm gonna leave it like that even though I shouldn't. 4 more houses, that should be good. Don't even have enough for the merchant yet. Better go get enough for the merchant. Since last time I've played this, I think I added mods. On accident, I added mods. I think at one point there was accidentally Calamity in here, even though I really didn't want it to be. And that's because sometimes when I'm loading characters, I have to figure out what character I'm using, because when I recorded the first episode of this, I had like 5 or 6 characters because I was just starting out modded again, and like none of my characters existed. But if you watch the other one, the quest, whatever I called it, the journey to the end of mods, I think I called it, and ooh, I should just the Super Saiyan, not Super Saiyan, the charging particles are really nice. They help me see. But if you watch that series, you see that I have like 20 characters. That's an overstatement at this moment. I think I have like 10. But if you... Well, now I have enough for the merchant. As long as I don't die. Expert mode. I've been playing a lot more expert mode. It's really nice. I've been getting so much better at expert mode. I would do vanilla Terraria. I would do a series on it and everything. It's just I can't play vanilla. Like after you play modded, like you cannot start. Well, I'm not gonna say you cannot, but it's just like so hard for me to play vanilla now because everything I do in vanilla, I can't like half of it isn't even possible to do in this. Can't even hit that button because I'm not in the right mod pack for that. Oh. Oh, I can buy scrap metal with the key fragments that I barely have. Instead, I'm just going to buy a piggy bank, set it down right here, and put all my money in it. Hello? Hello, 500 copper coins. Ah. Ah. Okay. Put that in there. Put that in there. Dealt with the problem. What was I saying? It's just so hard to go back to vanilla after you've been playing modded because you just like you try to do something like right even right now because I've been playing a different mod pack that I have. It's like I press a button and I'm like, why isn't it doing what it's supposed to do? And then I'm like, oh yeah, because this mod pack I'm not as progressed, so I can't, instantly recall myself to home with a button. I have to scroll over to my recall potion. Or, oh, I don't have a grappling hook, so I can't, you know, can't jump this right here. Like if I had a grappling hook, I could make this jump. Come on. Did I just... Fine. Fine, game. Don't like me then. I feel like I had dirt on my hotbar earlier when I was mining dirt out for that one thing. See, this is what I'm saying, is I'm not at all mentally prepared to play Terraria without mods anymore. Because I've had to learn all these new crafting recipes and all these new mechanics that, like, without them, I'd be completely lost. Like, charging. Charging, I don't even, like, early game before I get Super Saiyan or any attacks, it's not like I'm using it to, you know, charge up anything. I'm using it as a light source and a way to break every block in my path. Like, it's so nice. I haven't had to carry torches in so long. I know I have them, and I know if I would have figured that out last episode's whole joke about me needing a torch, because I actually had to rewatch it to figure out what I was doing, by the way. It the torch thing wouldn't have happened because I would have been able to just kind of walk like this, like I'm doing right now, and just kind of grab stuff. I should have grabbed up that storage box, whatever it's called. Chest. What am I doing? I'm telling you, I progressed so far in a mod pack so quickly, especially when you were with two people. When you're with two people, you like you get to Eye of Cthulhu and it takes you like an hour, and then you get to like Skeletron. That's not even a really good representation of how far you get. Like, let me. It's me and Lorenzo, for example. When we play modded together, we can probably progress from like beginning hard mode to Golem within like an hour. Whereas it takes us an hour to get set up to Eye of Cthulhu. Like, once we hit a point of critical mass, like, we shoot up in progression really, really quickly. And it's so nice. Like, I meant to do something. I meant to set a timer. I'm trying to I should have set a timer. I'm stupid. Hold up a second, I have to tab out. Oh, not even as long as I thought I was. Okay. Let me keep mining up. I kinda need to... Okay. No, bad me. Why do you not think ahead? When the bad me's don't think ahead, then it requires extra work on my part in the future. This world is so much better than my other world. I'm actually getting resources in this one. I'm actually gonna have to make armor because I'm by myself. That's another thing, is I don't, like, when I'm with multiple people, I'm actually not trash at dodging when there's multiple people because, like, it doesn't always focus on me, so I don't have to, like, constantly stay in that dodge mentality. I can kind of, like, switch between, okay, I can go for full out attacks, and now I have to dodge. When I'm by myself, I have to constantly dodge to not die. So, like, with other people, I don't play with I thought that drop was a lot shallower. With other people, I don't play as carefully and I don't set up as much. When I'm by myself, I'm forced into that build up scenario where like I'm like, okay, so unless I do all of this setup for a boss, like build a boss arena and stuff, well, not a boss arena, I can do a lot of stuff without it. But like unless I'm totally ready and have like more than enough defense and stuff, I really do just die. Oop, wrong stack. I'm just like incapable of winning. Do I have enough? Nowhere close. Like in modded, my first up, I went from no armor to shadow armor. Like that's how quickly I shot up because I don't need, defense to fight Eye of Cthulhu I if if I die and then there's another person there to survive and keep the boss spawned. When I'm by myself, I have to be a lot stronger because if I die, then I lose the boss fight and there's no coming back from it. That's just what's happening. Is I have to be set up more than I would want to, and I have to like either rock a really good class setup or I have to build like massive arenas, which surprisingly I never really have to do. Arenas are usually just defined, or what would that word be? They're usually just confined to when it's a difficult boss, like when we're trying to scale much more quickly than we should. Like, Plantera has always been one of those that I need an arena for when I'm with multiple people, but that's because we go Skeletron Prime, and like, well, Skeletron Prime is usually the very last mech boss we fight. Well, whatever the last mech boss is, it's usually Skeletron Prime. Directly into Plantera. So we like go look for a bulb, and then as soon as we find a bulb, we clear out an area and then fight it instead of, taking the time to get like our chlorophyte upgrades. Because once you beat Plantera, you get that's Spectre. So I don't even get an upgrade half the time. But it's one of those things where it's like when I'm playing with multiple people, there's usually that upgrade right before Plantera that they can take. I said Spectre, which is the magic armor. Oh god, that's how long it's been? God. The last time I played through a vanilla version of this game, like all the way through, I was still playing Mage every single time. Which, if you're wondering, I haven't played through one of those since my first run through of whatever, so 1.3, so probably the beginning of 2018 was the last time I ran through in the full game as a mage. I usually do summoner now because summoner allows me to dodge. I don't know why I do that. Ah, I'm thinking about it now. Why am I not still a mage? I get slightly more defense than a summoner, and by the end game, all of my weapons home. If I wasn't gonna go full key in this, I would totally do that, but no, I have to go. I don't have to go key, but from what I found playing with this mod and playing with other mods along with it is going full key is really good. It's just really effective as long as you're willing to grind for key fragments. If you don't have slime statues or a mod that allows you to make slime statues, like if you're willing to grind up all the fragments from each of the places, key is like the most efficient way to go because it just deals so much damage for the point in the game that you get everything at. Like you can get these really strong attacks before bosses. I'm trying to think. But it's not in the very beginning. Like, Key Blast, which is the first one I'm going for now that I know how good it is. And how much I'm dead, yeah. I knew that was going to happen. But Key Blast is... Oh, torn in half. Key Blast is super effective, but it's like early game when you don't have enough defense. You can't just do what I usually do and just hold charge constantly. You have to actually dodge, so the key is only effective to a point. Especially because you can't recharge without holding the button, but by endgame, if you're going full key, you have the ability to, you know, get stuff that allows you to regen key faster. And when you're regenning key as fast as possible, then you don't have to worry about slowing down and it becomes a lot more viable. So, moral of the story, if you're playing with key, um, don't until, let me think, probably about Wall of Flesh level. Like in the beginning, when it's just Key Blast, Key Wave, and Key Beam, it's not that easy. Calm, you could do stuff, but once you get access to Prideful, so Prideful is Hell. Oh, you could probably, yeah, so about Wall of Flesh level you could do it, because that's when you have access to stuff like that. And when you get to that point, it becomes a lot easier to, get key weapons, make them super early, like, into finding it. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. Basically, moral of the story is key could do with more attacks in the early game, but it doesn't need them. It's one of those things where it's like you could add attacks to key in the very early game, like so it's not just the 3, but then again, the only reason it's hard to do is because you start with 1,000 key. But there's no reason to increase that because then it makes the late game not as fun. Because, like, Super Saiyan, once you get Super Saiyan after killing Skeletron, like, everything becomes easier just in general. Because you have that thing to fall back on that once you've mastered Super Saiyan, you have the ability to call upon it at any time, and then with enough charging stuff, you could probably outcharge Super Saiyan, and then just stand in one spot, and then just shoot whatever's opposing you with your best attack. In early game, you can't do that. So it's not really like... You could do key in the beginning. It's just more difficult. Once you get to a point of, like, Super Saiyan, then key becomes one of the better things to play because Super Saiyan boosts the key damage. As long as I'm remembering this correctly, I'm pretty sure that Super Saiyan's buffs don't apply as much to non-key weapons. I swear that's what that is. I don't remember though. I'm almost 100% sure that's how that works. So playing key with Super Saiyan is better than trying to play pre-Super Saiyan key weapons because even though they're more powerful, they're expensive, and you have to do charging constantly to avoid death. That's that's how I could phrase it. If you're standing still, especially in expert mode like I am, you're gonna get yourself killed. So in early game, charging's not effective. So you could start a battle, shoot off, key blasts, or if it's like, what is it called, Eater or Brain, you could shoot off like a key wave, I think it's called. Gosh, I need to do like, I need to go through all of the mod, and then I need to just kind of like, I should do like a showcase, like of the mod where it's like, here's all the weapons that are accessible at tier 1, here's what they need to craft and stuff. Because if I do it, even if it doesn't do well on the channel, and like doesn't do well in the slightest, it's one of those resources that I can just kind of update and it'll be like the wiki page for me. I should do that. I'll get Lorenzo and maybe we could do that. Oh god, death. There's another nice crystal right there. Come on, why do I keep dying? Well, I know why I keep dying, but... Is there another cave for me to explore? I could keep going down in this one. Oh my god, I have the umbrella. I'm stupid. I have the ability to float. Just like Princess Peach with the parasol. I'm dumb. Woo, go me. I'm stupid. I need to progress. I need to go grab that heart crystal. I might have to do that. After this episode, I might go grab that heart crystal. Have I really not looted this one? Oh, hello. Is this one better? No. If I don't get to it in this episode, which I doubt I will. Maybe. I want to go down in the other cave. And there's not that much time left, but... Yeah. I got really off topic. But I like getting off topic, especially when I do this. Not like when I ramble. Ramble, ramble, ramble. Why do I do that? But when I can just talk for the entire episode and don't lose, like, focus. Well, yeah, I'm losing focus, but let me think about this. When I don't have to think about stuff. When, like, I have, like, a story or, like, linking thoughts that I can put together that I can talk about for the entire time. That make these more interesting for me to do, because at the end of the day on YouTube, there's three types. I'm gonna say this, and I feel like if anyone watches this ever, someone's gonna get mad at me. But there's like three types of people on YouTube. There's the people that do it to promote something, and that's in the case of like people who are like music channels, they're promoting their music, or people that are doing like announcement trailers for like their games or like their mods for a different game, something like that. Then there's people that do it just for the fame, that make like clickbaity videos and just all in all are just like not engaging their audiences and stuff. I don't want to say not engaging their audience because some people do that no matter what, but I don't know. Like people that are just primarily there for the money. And then there's the third group of people that are passionate about what they do and are like, well, I understand that this isn't going well, but I like doing it. So if really no one else likes seeing me do it, then oh well. At least I am doing something that I see as fun. And I don't know why I got on this point originally. I dropped 2 gold coins. I don't know why I got on that point originally. Oh god, I'm gonna have to look at why I the helpful thing about not going directly into episodes is I can look at what I said in the previous episode and figure out what the thing is, but I can't just do that right now, so I'm sad. But I guess that's gonna be the end of today's episode. I'll talk about something differently. I might bring this back up if I find my train of thought after listening to it. I hope you all enjoyed, and goodbye.